she even made up story about things like Aka something?
Manto?
But that is just a legend though.
Is it?
When I woke up, I found myself lying on the floor. I knew I just hit my head because it was aching badly. I slowly touched my head and I noticed blood dripping from the fresh gap of my gash. As I was scanning the room, I noticed my friend Mia who's lying on the ground with blood all over her hands.
Mia!
She got up and screamed as she looked at inside the cubicle. She cried at horror after witnessing something very disturbing.
What happened, Mia?
As I was slowly walking towards him and touching the walls for support, I was terrified after seeing what got Mia into scrambles. There was blood everywhere. Jericho's neck was slit wide open. Mia kept repeating it. But Jericho wasn't the only one. Our other friend Dan was also unconscious. His face was bluish in color, like he just got strangled. It was all too much for me, so I passed out again. It was Halloween, so me and my friends decided to make a horror pop-up for the event. We took turns to suggest what type of horror pop-up should we do for the Halloween event. So I was thinking it should be a kind of urban legend, and to the point that I suggested that it would be Manto, and they all agreed. We used our creativity to make it more brilliant and fine. We even tried to dress up one of our friends to look like Manto. But I was not expecting that our simple yet silly plan would lead us to trouble. Me and Mia were both to a small interrogation room. We sat in awkward silence for about an hour. None of us knew what we did wrong. In a while, the lead investigator of our case comes in. She sat one of the empty chairs, examining our faces and focuses her gaze on Mia.
I want to go home. Tell me the truth so that you can find the culprit.
Mia murmured something. She was talking on how innocent she is.
Your group converted the restroom into a horror booth and made it as realistic as possible, right?
We were told to present something from a Japanese culture or folklore. It was all her stupid idea to summon Manto.
I was shocked as Mia pointed her fingers at me.
What was the Manto thing?
We were planning our design to be inspired by Manto, a Japanese urban legend, a malicious spirit who usually appears in individuals at a public restroom.
Your friend Dan was wearing a red cloak.
It was my idea to dress him up and act like the legend. Anyone who enters the restroom is supposed to be asked if they prefer red or blue toilet paper after doing their business.
In this legend, what happens when someone says blue?
They will be strangled until they suffocate and turn blue.
However, we just decided to paint their faces red if they choose red, paint their faces blue if they choose blue.
Officer Alex nodded.
Alright, I'll let Officer Jen handle this interrogation.
Officer Alex let Officer Jen take over the situation.
So Jericho chose the red toilet paper, right?
Yes, but his face was supposed to be painted with red.
But why was his throat slit open then? Because he chose red. That means decapitation or a slit throat. Was this a joke to you?
A few days have passed and we're back again to the interrogation room. In the interrogation room, there is nothing but pure awkwardness and silence. I thought to myself, I remembered something. I recall 3 people smiling after their faces get painted with red and blue paints. And then out of nowhere, Dan informed us that Jericho had a sudden stomach ache. The smell was so bad that we decided to temporarily close the bathroom. Dan got a bit worried and tried to check for Jericho in the bathroom. And that was the last time we saw Dan alive. We heard a scream coming from the bathroom, so we decided to check immediately. Mia entered first and froze. My heart was still beating fast and I didn't know what happened yet. There, I saw Jericho's neck being slit wide open. I saw Mia trying to keep Jericho's neck intact. And on the other side of the stall, I saw Dan, lifeless, like he had just been strangled. There I saw a ghost with a red cloak. I tried to run away, but I slipped and passed out.
I had enough of your nonsense. 2 kids died, and you 2 are the suspects. I'm leaving you 2 here for now. When I come back, you better tell the truth.
This isn't our fault. We can figure this out. My uncle's a lawyer.
What? Akamanto was your idea. You need to take the blame.
Me? Take all the blame? What a jerk.
Akamanto was your stupid idea.
So what? You're just gonna blame me for all of this? You also played part of it. Also you.
Wait.
What?
Did you hear that?
What do you mean?
I slowly turned my head, and there I saw what seemed like a ghost in a cloak. I was so frightened. I didn't know what to do. Mia was frightened as me when she saw it too. It was holding red and blue toilet papers. It was standing still, facing Mia.
Red or blue toilet paper?
What?
Red or blue toilet paper?
Blue.
Mia picked blue, and as she did, Akamanto went towards her and strangled her. She was having a hard time breathing as her face was yearning pale. Akamanto lifted her up, hanging in the air. I was too scared and shocked to even more. Akamanto dropped Mia's lifeless body on the ground.
Mia!
Red or blue toilet paper? Red or blue toilet paper? Red or blue toilet paper?
Asking me, I was too scared to give him answer. And then Akamanto suddenly disappeared and failed to get an answer from me. When I finally felt calm, I looked around the surroundings and noticed Akamanto is not around anymore.